You're not gonna believe this. The Rotten Tomatoes score for Melania's movie just came out. It wasn't good. She got a 7%. And these were the reviews. I'd rather rewatch January 6th. Don't waste your money.
I'm not gonna lie, I am so disappointed in you MAGA dweebs. Because why aren't any of y'all going to see the Melania movie? Last time I checked, the majority of the country voted for Trump. Because, y'all really thought that, the criminal and sexual assaulter was a better option than a qualified woman. But I digress. Why aren't y'all buying tickets for the Melania movie? Don't y'all want to support your first lady? Don't y'all want to go and support, her little side quest? Because she ain't got nothing else better to do during the day? I mean, come on. If you really voted for Trump, you need to go see that movie. Like, why are you sitting your ass at home? Go support your first lady. Unless you don't really give a shit. Why is that?
If she had divorced him, this movie would be number one. Change my mind. And also, his name is all over the files that were released today.
So, the Melania movie is out here doing numbers. Just not the kind of numbers you brag about.
Hi guys, my name is Esther Daniel and you're welcome back to the channel. So Melania Trump just released a documentary about herself. It follows her life before Donald Trump's second inauguration. The movie cost about $75 million. And right now, the biggest reaction online, especially in Black American spaces, is not praise. It's joke. It's laughter, it's empty theaters. So today, I'm reacting to how Black Americans and allies are dragging this so-called inspirational movie and why even MAGA couldn't save it. Let's get into it. Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video to help the channel out.
So Melania's little documentary came out this weekend and apparently it's flopping so hard. Last I saw, it was at a 6%. A 6% on, what's it called? Rotten Tomatoes. 6% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I even checked a bunch of the local theaters within my area. No tickets sold. Completely empty theaters. So my question is, MAGA, why aren't you going to see your movie? Why are you not going to go see your queen? I also heard that the movie was basically her picking out an inauguration dress. Like, that's the whole point of her movie. I even heard that someone made a Craigslist post in Boston, which, first of all, I didn't know Craigslist was still a thing, but apparently they're trying to pay people $50 to go see this movie, so they're desperate. So with that being said, we're watching Becoming from Michelle Obama. We're watching Michelle Obama's documentary this weekend on Netflix. Our goal is to make it the #1 streamed movie thing, whatever. We're just trying to have it be #1 on Netflix. I've already watched it twice today, and I'm definitely going to have it just playing in the background tomorrow, probably just on the TV, on my phone, on the laptop. I'm going to take my husband's phone, I play it on his thing too. Like, we got to rep Michelle Obama. Like, with all the really shit things that have been happening lately, this is like the one thing that we can do to bring ourselves some joy and happiness. So if you have Netflix, go watch Becoming, because we're going to make it #1 on Netflix. Oh, and Donald Trump, ICE, fuck MAGA.
Girl, Melania, they said if your movie was playing at the end of a race, they would start walking backwards, child. Child, your movie premiere in those movie theaters, they said it was empty, okay? Everybody on mute like it was Beyonce challenge. Girl, they was talking about, I don't know why you tried to sell out a movie theater and you couldn't even sell out a parking lot at a Dollar Tree. Now, they ain't have to say that at all. Girl, if I was you, I wouldn't even take that level of disrespect, okay? Then they said that the movie in itself cost $70 million. Listen, I wouldn't spend 76 on it. But y'all first lady had her movie premiere and she couldn't even sell not one ticket. Listen, they was about to start giving away the tickets for free. Everybody was like, but listen, you couldn't even pay me to watch that movie. I would rather go outside, cut my grass with some toenail clippers than to go and watch. What's really getting me is that they spent over $70 million for this movie. Girl, you could have saved your money. You could have sent that movie over there to Tubi. But yeah, if y'all want to go watch y'all First Lady documentary, trust child, there's plenty of tickets left. Like,
Melania don't already dislike her husband enough. Now she really about to despise him come Friday. Come on, sip a little tea with Auntie. Let's talk about it. So it came out that y'all in South Africa, the theaters inside of South Africa have pulled her documentary from their theaters. You can still watch it if you live in South Africa. You just can't go to the movie theater and it's up on the billboard for you to watch it there. They've pulled it. And when asked the question, why are y'all pulling this documentary? They have stated they pulling it because they're not pleased with what is going on in the United States with ICE and everything else that is related to what Trump is in control of currently, y'all. So basically, they blame Trump for pulling her movie out. Y'all, not to mention theaters all around the United States, when sales should be sold out, y'all, the tickets are barely moving in a whole lot of theaters around the United States as a whole. So will she have a big turnout come Friday? Unless she has a wonderful day in ticket sales tomorrow, we don't think so. I too did a non-biased post. I posted it on Facebook as well as TikTok and YouTube myself, and I put a poll out and I asked the question, how many people will be going to go see the documentary on Friday? None biased. I just asked the question, and I did the totals on all platforms, and on no platform did I get more yes than I got no, y'all. So Melania, her documentary may very well tank really bad come Friday, and she can blame a whole lot of it on her husband, because that's the reason why a lot of people are stating, I wouldn't dare go see anything that's attached to that man. Don't shoot the messenger. This is non-biased. This is not me coming out saying anything. All of this can be proven if you just take the time and search it up, just like I did. Thank y'all for sipping a little more tea with Auntie with her non-biased self. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
So, the Melania movie is out here doing numbers. Just not the kind of numbers you brag about. Empty theaters, soft sales, seats so lonely they're starting a group chat and group therapy. This is giving matinee ghost. And the best part? I am sat for Felon 47's reaction. You already know he's going to wake up, see the headlines, and start rage posting like his phone owes him money. Caps lock. Exclamation points. Rigged box office. The cinemas are corrupt. He's about to blame AMC, the Academy, the Deep State, Rotten Tomatoes, and probably Taylor Swift for good measure. Because in his world, nothing ever flops. It's never the audience just didn't care. It's sabotage. It's a conspiracy against the cinema. He's gonna say it's the most beautiful documentary ever made. He's gonna claim millions tried to see it. He's gonna hint that the ticket machines were turned off. He's gonna fabricate another lie. The demand was so high, it crashed the Fandango app. Meanwhile, the popcorn is still warm because nobody touched it. But if Michelle Obama dropped a movie tomorrow, it would be sold out everywhere. Lines around the block. Extra shows added. People calling in sick to work. That's what real culture pull looks like. But the real question begs to be answered. Where was his maggot base? Where was the We Love Melania people? Where are the flags, the caravans, the bulk ticket buys, the performative loyalty? Because if this woman was really beloved, the theaters would have been packed with red hats and folding chairs. They show up for rallies in cornfields. They camp out for merch. But for her movie? Crickets. Not a single patriotic popcorn in sight. They don't love Melania. They perform love for Melania when it's useful. They pretend devotion online. They vanish when it requires effort or money. It's all vibes, no action. All caps, no receipts. So yeah, they're all liars. The loudest fans are also the flakiest. Turns out Ride or Die stops at the box office. So in the meantime, tantrum loading, truth social meltdown imminent, blame buffet fully stocked. I can't wait. And that's the read. This is the Notorious JTB, notoriously opinionated, signing out.
Hello and good afternoon. First, let me apologize for my absence. It was my birthday weekend and I had a good time. And then I lost my voice, so I couldn't come on here and talk. And I really wanted to be able to talk when I talk about this. Okay, so in today's episode of As the White Hood Turns, have y'all heard about that lady over there and her documentary that's supposed to be premiering tomorrow on Prime? Have you? Because I have. And I'm here to tell you that apparently it ain't going well. So listen. They were doing a limited release and the ticket sales were so poor. I think them ticket sales was worse than the last 3 Sydney Sweeney movies. Oh, Lord have mercy. When I tell you that they did like all these pre-screenings because it premieres tomorrow and the production is already losing money. But I don't know if y'all know or have heard of Brett Ratner. He is a disgraced director who was credibly accused by many people, actresses, actors, all kind of people, of inappropriate sexual conduct. He was the director of the docuseries. I feel like pedophiles of a feather, they flock together. I don't know. Anywho, I'm just here to say that I personally will not be watching. I will not be watching. And apparently millions of us won't be either. They say, yeah, ain't nobody buying them tickets. I guess it's just gonna go straight to streaming, on Prime. Okay. I would say I wish her the best of luck, but I don't. I wish that it never sees the light of day, but okay. Well, y'all have a good day. Okay, bye.
Y'all going to go see the Melania movie? Somebody said it's like having syphilis. Somebody else said it's like walking through a field barefoot, walking through a field of Legos while having explosive diarrhea. They are roasting this lady. The people who made the film said they don't want to be credited. 2/3 of the crew said they do not want to be credited. Imagine rolling credits and nothing goes up. Melania movie is that bad? Well, she got 28 million. Jeff Bezos paid 75 million, 40 for the film, and the rest went to Melania. I'll make a bad film too.
Are you guys watching the Melania documentary?
Absolutely fucking not.
It's 104 minutes long. That's an hour and 44 minutes. If I wanted to waste an hour and 44 minutes of my life, I would still be in bed gooning right now. So, no thank you. The Rotten Tomato reviews are so funny. I skimmed through this article that said that the documentary was getting harsh reviews.
Just as I thought. Trash.
I still can't get over the fact that Amazon spent $75 million on this garbage. Critics are saying that this is an unusually expensive documentary. Amazon spent $40 million for the rights and another $35 million on marketing. The New York Times reported that Amazon outbid Disney by $26 million. The Wall Street Journal also said that she was going to get over 70% of the $40 million. That's well over $28 million. The article also stated that Trump sold the idea to Jeff Bezos and his then fiancée Lauren back in December of 2024 when he had them over for dinner at Mar-a-Lago. This is giving embezzle. Now, I don't know about you, but I have no interest in an immigrant who married a man who hates immigrants. That's like willingly sleeping with the enemy. What do you guys think? Would you watch?
Have you ever encountered a scenario so bizarre, it makes you question everybody who is involved in making these decisions? Amazon paid Melania $27 million to make a documentary about her life. They are hoping to recoup back over $100 million, Amazon being the first player in this story. Melania, First Lady of the United States of America, and her entire team, second players in this story. Now, the marketing team hired to, push out this documentary movie, I think it's safe to say this would be a very high-powered, expensive marketing team. This team, despite how unpopular this administration is on the international stage, I mean, we all saw what happened in Davos, how Trump basically rebuked all the European leaders like they were children. We saw how Prime Minister Carney of Canada came on stage at Davos and said that middle powers need to rise up. We just heard that America left the World Health Organization. There's the whole Russia-Ukraine war that, Trump hasn't been able to end. So we already know that based on international policies, this administration is not popular. Now, with all this information available to us all, the marketing department of Melania's movie decided, you know what? Before we even do the US premiere, why don't we go and premiere this documentary in London? I mean, why not? And I hear it flopped. There are people saying that only one ticket was sold. I don't know if that's true, but it's not hard for me to believe. Like, if I was the marketing department of that documentary, knowing everything I've just said about this administration's foreign policy, I would premiere this documentary maybe in Wyoming. I would find the reddest red state I can find, where I can rally around the most MAGAs. I would premiere this documentary at a Turning Point rally. That's where I would premiere this documentary. Or if I wanted to go international, I would go to Slovenia, where she's from. Because maybe her own people, just being so proud that she's the first lady, would show up. But then to go to the UK, that America is having such a fractured relationship with, to premiere it and then be surprised that it flopped, brings me back to how I started this video. It makes me question everybody who was involved in making this decision, because the decision is bonkers.
Oh, look, Brett Ratner, disgraced filmmaker who was canceled back in 2017 after accusations of SA came out about him, who's given a second chance to direct in Hollywood to direct Melania. And here he is hanging out with Jeff. I wonder who got him that job.
Alright guys, welcome back. I would like to know what you think about the videos you just watched. Drop your thoughts in the comments. So this movie feels like a cleanup job. A soft, pretty story about political family that caused real harm to real people. So when black creators say, why would I spend my money on that? That is not hate. That is common sense. And what is really funny to people online is this. MAGA shows up for rallies. MAGA shows up for march. MAGA shows up for hashtag. But when it's time to buy a ticket, silence. So people are asking the obvious question, where are all that loyalty? Another big joke I keep seeing is Michelle Obama comparison. And listen, nobody is saying you have to agree with Michelle, but people know one thing. If Michelle dropped a movie tomorrow, people would actually line up because her story connects to public life, struggle, and real work, not luxury branding, not a soft political ad. So honestly, this movie didn't fail because people were mean. It fell because people were not interested. And for a $75 million image project, that is the real loss. You can buy cameras, you can buy marketing, you can buy silence from critics, but you cannot buy respect. And you definitely can't force Black Americans to care about story that was never made with them in mind. Anyway, guys, these are just my opinion, and I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video to help the channel out. See you in my next video. Bye bye.